Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been so long since I posted a video in this channel, but I'm thinking of continuing my own journey in this channel, as well as educating what I know about the game to people who's willing to learn. You might be a veteran, you might be a newbie, you might be mid-tier, high tier, or low tier. It's alright, no problem. Everyone got their own skill, so we are here to share each other's skills and help each other out in this game. Well guys, Tone City is a next level game. To be fair, it's a text-based game, but when it comes to getting your gym level up, it's a mission. You need to go through your first fitness gym, basically Premier Fitness, with these 2 pips here. As you can see, I started off there. Everyone starts off there, and eventually you gain all the energies. More energy you spend, you unlock these gyms here. So I unlocked a lot of gyms, as you can see, but not enough. I need to unlock this one here. This one will be the best gym to unlock, but it will take some time. Tone is a marathon, it's not a sprint. That's what everyone says, you know. Yeah, if I scroll down here, you can see how I progressed. I progressed very bad here in the beginning of my Tone, because I was in a faction and I was leading a faction with a few other people, and it was like really low respect. So I didn't have the chance or the opportunity for me to be free to get my stats level up, but eventually joined the main family faction. Then I just went up really quickly. You can see, but it's not giving me the actual stats here, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so this is the gym I'm using right now. But for that, there's a lot of people been asking me, how do I happy jump? I'm like, guys, you should know this by now. But if you're new to the game and you're even like 300 days into the game, or maybe 2-3 years into the game, and you still don't have a clue what is a happy jump, it is nothing other than training yourself in a gym with loads of happiness as well as loads of energy. Okay, so I made a little guide here in our own faction, so everyone can see, everyone can learn stuff, this and that. So anyway, so what do you need here for a precise happy jump? Okay, let's call it a precise one. So happy jump is a high cost training method where you stack happy via erotic EDVDs, let's say EDVDs here, and ecstasy, and then spend all your energy significantly boosted gym stats. Okay, so this guide will explain both the standard method and the 10-star adult AN method. Okay, adult novelty, that's a company basically. So what the company does, it gives you certain perks. You have 10 stars, so for 1 star you get blackmail, which is you get money for that. You spend job points and stuff like that. If you don't know what this is, don't worry about it. So if you're in a company called Adult Novelty and it is a 10-star company, then you get this 100% bonus to eDVDs whenever you consume it. So that's what you need. You need a company called AN, Adult Novelties, and it should be 10 stars. And this will work very well. It's like an icing on the cake. Okay, so what you guys required for this thing? What items do you need? You need 4 Xanax, 5 eDVDs, 1 Ecstasy, 30 points. How do you get points? Go to the points market and get it. But when you want to use the points, I have 2,223 points here. I'll press that one, then I use it. Obviously daily I use my, what's that thing called, points train. So I still got how many, 15 minutes left until my next jump, which will be in 51 minutes. Yeah, that's, I don't do happy jumps anymore because my stats are quite high, so I do normal regular jump like normal people. Happy jumps are good for like people below certain stats level. If you have your stats, open up this thing here, see this strength, if you have it 400k on your strength and 400k on your defense, 400k on your speed, and dex 400k on dex as well, then you can start doing my method. But until then, you guys need to go and do the happy jumps to get to that standard, because otherwise it's going to be a mission. All right, step 1 for the standard non-AN method. Okay, this is without that company and you're doing some other job. Okay, so buy all required items, basically this one here. Okay, so the cost here is approximate. It could be more or less, depends on the thing. Okay, so you need to know that. So basically what you need to do, buy all required items, use 1 Xanax, wait for the cooldown to end, which is usually about 6 to 8 hours. So I had a Xanax quite early in the evening. Now I got 49 seconds left, sorry, 49 minutes left until the cooldown ends. Then I can have another one or train. Yeah, so what you guys need to do, wait for a cooldown to end. That's very important. Repeat Xanax use and cooldown until you reach 1000 energy. Okay, so each Xanax you consume, you get 250 energy. So you need to consume 4 Xanax. Wait for the cooldown every time you have a Xanax. Then you need to consume it. Then you get fully stacked 1000. All right, let's get that out of the way. That was the hardest part. All right, just hope you didn't overdose on drugs. Anyway, allow all cooldowns to completely expire. Once you have your last Xanax, you need to wait until all your cooldown to expire. Then wait until the real time clock, which you can find it here. There's a clock here on the top right. You do that, see that bit here, that's the clock. Yeah, so you need to wait until it's either 000. Okay, so basically 2300 or 2315, 015 or 2330, which is up there. Okay, you can see here on the top here, or 2345. Okay, so it depends on what time you have, and you need to do it in this kind of time slot, because what happens is if you are doing it on 2314 and it goes to 2315, your happiness will reset. That's what they meant. What I mean by do not do it, I mean don't do it if it's 1 minute left. If you're quick enough, good. If you're not, do not bother. Okay, so 000, 015, 030, 045. That's the time you need to start your thing below here. Okay, so this ensure your happiness gain ticks instantly. Okay, so what happens is you can use 5 eDVDs. In total you'll get 12.5k happy. So what I mean by that, this one here, this happy, on top of your property happiness, which is mine's 5025, fully staffed. So on top of that I'll get 12.5k. Then before the time goes to 015 or 030 or 045, or when the tick expires before that, you need to use a Ecstasy. That will double your happiness. All right, so once you get that done, spend all your energy in the gym. So basically what you need to do, once you've done all of that, quickly go into your gym. I got it on this screen, I don't need to go into the other screen. Then you hit the train button, make sure it's not 1 in the column. It should be, you need to train 1 stat fully, don't balance it out. Okay, I know people say you can balance out your stats, but when you start balancing it out, your happiness will be less compared to the first that you train on the second one. When you go to the third one, it's even lower, your happiness, and you won't get good jump on that one. Okay, so that's not hard. Anyway, use your energy in a gym. Okay, then after that, use 30 points to refill energy. So basically go to your points thing, hit that thing. For me it doesn't work for now because obviously I'm on a cooldown. So basically you need to go there, you need to get use your point refill, and you'll refill your energy to, if you're on 100 energy, natural energy, you'll go to 100. If you're on 150, you're a subscriber, you'll get 150 energy slot, so it will fill up to 150. Then you can train again in the gym. So that's how you do it normally. Okay, that's simple as a piece of cake. All right, now these are steps that you need to use if you're in a 10-star novelty company. Okay, so same step as before. This what you need. This is the requirement you need. You must be working in a 10-star novelty shop. If you join one recently, it will take you 3-day cooldown for you to completely get all the perks. Okay, so do not start your you can start your happy jump beginning of, if you join a company, then by the time you finish, all the cooldowns will be done and 3 days will be gone, and you can plan that on your own. So do not waste any time. Basically, that's what I mean. All right, so buy all your quad items, basically all of that here. 4 Xanax, 5 e-DVDs, 1 Ecstasy, and 30 points. I would normally just get bulk points, so you don't have to go back and keep buying that as well. But if you want to save up on money and do stuff, that's all up to you. Okay, so you need to follow the same steps as before. Okay, so this time use a Xanax, wait for the cooldown to be ended for your drug cooldown, repeat it until 1000 energy, let all the cooldown fully expire first, then wait for any 15-minute mark time, then use 5 e-DVDs. Then what happens is, instead of 12.5k, your happiness will be 25k because of your happiness perk from your 10-star AN company. Okay, so now you got 25k. Now use 1 Ecstasy, that would double your happiness, which is 50k. That's a lot of happiness. That means when you train, you get more stats because of your happiness if you're in a 10-star AN company. Okay, so in here it says why this method works, because happy significantly boost all gym gains. Basically, it explains there. e-DVD provides highest direct happy gain in the game that you can self-apply. Ecstasy doubles your happy and making the DVD burst more impactful. So these are things that you guys need to know how to do it. So that is the e-DVD happy jump there. Choco jump, also the same thing, but this time you're going to be using a big box of candy. There is other candies that you guys can use. For example, let's go to, where am I? All right, so this one here, as you can see, this one gives you 75 happiness every time you consume one. So big box, let's have a look quickly. Candy. All right, so the big box gives you 35 happiness per consumption, but it is 50. Market value is like quite high right now. It says 40k here because it's the bazaar value, but actual market value is about 50.9k here. But if you get this one here, which is a bag of Tootsie rolls, the candy item basically, Tootsie roll, gives you 75 happy boostness, whereas big box of chocolate gives you 35. But there's only like a 10k difference on the prices here. Let's say 64k even. It's not that big, but you get more happiness from this candy here, Tootsie, and what is this one? Bloody Eyeball is always 75k. So these two here is very useful than the big boxes. So let's go back here. So 49 big boxes chocolate bars will do as well, or you can utilize whatever I told you there. And you need 1 Ecstasy, 1 Ecstasy. I can't pronounce, save my life to be fair. Obviously you need 1 to 4 Xanax depending on what method you're going to use. So there's 2 different methods here. So method 1, basically what you got to do, this method is best for players with limited cash who wants to light happy boost. Okay, so they don't want to do too much happy boost. It's a light one, chilled, like a chilled choco jump basically. So buy all required items, allow your natural energy to reach either 100 if you're regular, if you're a donator 150. So use 1 Xanax, wait for its cooldown to end. It's about 6 to 8 hours normally. Then wait for the real time to tick 15-minute mark, 00, 15, 30 or 45. Then consume 49 candies, depends on what candies you're going to use. Let's assume that you're using big boxes of chocolate bars. It'll give you 1715 happiness. Okay, that's on top of your property happiness as well. For me, it's like 5,000. What is it? 5,025. So on top of that, I'll get that if I'm doing this method. Then obviously your cooldown's over, right? And your time is ticking. So use one ecstasy, double your happiness. Use all your energy to train one stat. Okay, so choose a stat and use that all the energy to train that one. So this is just like a one Xanax method, budget friendly. So you can slowly get to a better stats. Then after that, you can go for the big happy jumps and stuff like that. So I would normally start off like this if you're new to the game. So happy jump is for people above, let's say 5,000, 10,000 overall stats. And if you're less than 10k overall stat, then you might as well go for the chocolate jump, candy jumps, or choco jumps, whatever you guys want to call it. Okay, so this is quite expensive, this method here, because your happiness is not going to be that high, but you can still use it if you got the money in game. So you can use it. So buy required items, use one Xanax, wait for cooldown to be over 6 to 8 hours, depends. Then repeat until you reach 4 Xanax used. Usually about, let's say if you use 4 Xanax, about 1,000 energy and stuff like that. Allow all cooldowns to be expired completely, then wait for the 15-minute mark. Consume your 49 boxes of chocolate, then use one ecstasy to double your happiness. Spend all the energy in one stat, don't balance it out, use it on one stat. If you're a beginner, I would just focus only on strength, because you can level up like that. So because you can use the boulders list, I'll talk about it in the next video, what's the boulders list and how to level it up and stuff like that. Yeah, so and use a point refill like usual, then it'll cost you like 30 points to get your energy level back to full, then train again. That's it, simple as that. So which method should you use? The first one Xanax jump, is best for beginners. Like I said, anyone trying to minimize spending. And 4 Xanax jump is strong bang for buck. Basically, if you got the money, good to go. Early and mid game players, but I wouldn't use 4 stack of Xanax. Then I wouldn't do it myself if I'm new. But if you want to do it, then you can do it. This 4 Xanax jump with the choco jump if you don't have the money, no problem. Yeah, so long-term recommendation, basically, while choco jumping is effective in the early games, EDVD jumping eventually becomes more cost efficient due to the significantly larger happy spikes. However, choco jumps remains valuable for players who don't have 20 to 30 million to burn consistently. So basically, if you don't have the money, don't even bother EDVD jumps, just stick to the choco jumps. You can make money by doing crimes and stuff like that and joining a company which pays you, and there's loads of ways you can make money in this game. You can also travel, buy plushies, sell it, big profit. There's a lot of ways, but we'll talk about it later. All right, so there is some other gym work that I posted as well. So you guys can see here, this is our happy jump accurate guide here. What are happy jumps? So basically it explains what is it in this guide. So each gym action consumes both energy and happiness, and it tells you how much happiness it will cost for you to do the thing, depending on what energy you're on, how much happiness is going to get used. So even for these methods, you need all of these items, which requires there's a like approximately how much it's going to cost and stuff like that, but its cost will varies depending on the market anyway. So similar method as I said before, but yeah, why not? You can use the happy jump or choco jump depending on your situation. Then yeah, then you can decide when to stop and stuff like that. So like I said before, when you get your stats to each stats to 400k each, then you need to stop your happy jumps, because it's not going to be effective as before. I know you're going to gain a lot of stats and stuff, but you're going to lose that on your natural energy basically. So don't waste your natural energy. All right, so yeah, This is the method most of the high level players use, basically when to stop happy jumping. So happy jump is extremely effective early, but cost efficiently drops as stats gets higher. Okay, so once you reach around 400k stats in each stats, I don't know if that makes sense, but it is what it is. Happy jumping becomes much less efficient compared to natural energy regeneration, regular Xanax use, and point refill. Beyond this point, the gain from happy boosting do not justify the cost of most player. So you're gonna have to stop somewhere 400k in a stat, basically. All right, so then you need to stop your happy jumps. Then it will help you out in the long run. So final thoughts here: happy jumping is one of the fastest way to push early and mid-game stats ahead of the curve, whether use choco jump or DVDs or candy depends on your budget and goals. All on your budget and goals. What you need to do: if you have the money to spend, go for the DVDs. If you don't have the money to spend, just go with the choco jumps. That's the advice I can give to anyone and everyone. Okay. All right, so let's quickly have a look at what we got here. This explains the expected happy and relative gain boost and efficiency. This is just like a little bit of table summaries for people to see, like, you know, what's going on and stuff like that. You guys can pause and have a look what's going on. This is just like, you know, the nerds, they like to read, oh, what's going on here? 1000 energy from 4 Xanax. Wow. This and that. And yeah, so this tells you, summary table tells you the DVD jump standard, how much it's going to cost approximately, and how much happiness you're going to get with or without an adult novelty company, and what rating people would give, basically, for the best rating that people would give, which is the DVD jump with the 10-star AN company, which is worth a lot because it doubles your happiness. Do you know what I mean? So that is it for now, but there is some few things that you can utilize with your jumps with books. So the books are very important in tone thing. So if you're using a book, make sure you have the required items. Before you open a book in tone, you need to have the required items, otherwise you're wasting time. every minute goes on a book is just waste of time. Basically, you will lose out, basically. So which happy jump should you use at your level? Okay, so this is for people who are seeking. Okay, they will ask, it's like, oh yeah, what's happening with this thing? I'm in between 0 to 50k stats, what do I do? Okay, the best jump is none or single Xanax with the natural happy. It's the best way to do it for them. And you can pause and read if you don't mind. I'm just reading all of these. I'm already going above. It's almost like 30 minutes of a video. So it's going to be long. As you can see, 0 to 50k, use a single Xanax with natural energy. Then you can use candies, then you can jump. So very normally use cheap Xanax cycles, upgrade your housing, unlock better gyms. Only consider one Xanax plus Choco boost if you want significantly faster early progress, but it is optional. Do not happy jumps seriously yet. So like I said 10k earlier, but 50k, less than 50k, you don't need to do any happy jumps this early anyway. You know, I'll hold it up, because hold it off for a little bit, happy jumps, because it's quite expensive. You don't want to burn yourself before you even, like, you know, start walking. You know what I mean? You're still crawling when you're like less than 50k stats anyway, so just take it easy. Okay. So stat range 50k to 250k. Best jump is Choco jump. So by the time you get to 50 to 50k, you probably got like enough money, ways of making money and stuff like that. We'll talk about how to make money and stuff like that in another video, basically. Yeah, let's have a look here. Chocolate becomes cost efficient in this range because your stat gain scales up enough that extra happy matters. Okay, so make sure you have a good property, mansion, or ranch or something. Fully upgraded ranch will be nice. Or if you have a private island, it's even better. Fully upgraded, you know, will be better because higher they're happy. You don't even need to worry about if you do live in a private island with that much happiness. You don't even need chocolate. You just hit train. Okay, but in the beginning you wouldn't have a private island because it's really costly anyway for a beginner. But if you do have a private island and you're a beginner, you'll be laughing, you'll be jumping crazy. Anyway, start range between 250k to 400k. The best jump, I would say, choco jump. Your budget, or if you're a little bit wealthy, you can go for happy jumps. This is where all your happy jumps starts, basically. Yeah. So this is, we are talking about not each stats. This is talking about overall stats here. Okay. Calm yourself down. Yeah. Right. It's not each stats here. Overall stats. All right. So let's see. So for 250 to 400k, you need to use either chocolate or EDVDs for aggressive stat growth for EDVDs, basically. And your 400k to 1 million stats, just go with your DVD jumps. If you have a AN 10-star company, even better, that will help you grow massively. If you don't have one, just go with this normal standard EDVD jumps. If you're 1 million to 5 million, that's I wouldn't do EDVD jump unless you're in a AN 10-star company. Yeah, so that's that. Basically, if you're between 1 million to 5 million, that means you already hitting a 400k in each stats. Okay, so then you can stop doing EDVD jumps. So stats range 5 million overall. Best jump depends on your goals. Here's where opinion splits. Okay, here's where the opinion splits. For a second I was like, what did I write there? Okay, so the stat gains per 1000 energy drop significantly relative to cost. You should re-evaluate your purpose. Okay, so that's why it says here, if you want max possible stats, stick with EDVD. If you want max possible stats, but it's very cost efficient. For me, when I hit 400k stats in each, I would stop it. So if you want cost efficient, stop happy jump entirely, switch back to Xanax cycles. So Xanax cycle means eat a Xanax, eat choco, then train. You don't even need to wait for the cooldown to end. Basically, in the dead period, you can travel and make. What I mean by dead period is like the cooldown period. Once you have a Xanax and you train, after that you will have that cooldown period 6 to 8 hours, so you can just travel up and down and make buy plushies and make money. Then, and if you do have like 1 hour left and stuff like that, don't travel, because when you come back you miss out the cooldown periods over, then it'll extend. Basically, you can do it 3 times a day. You do it correctly in the morning, first Xanax, then train, then do another one after 6-7 hours, then another one in the evening, then in the night you can just do racing or something like that if you're into racing, or just don't do nothing. so basically, Xanax cycle, energy refill, natural happiness only. You can use natural happiness only if you don't mind, but I normally use like some choco just to get that little bit of boost. If you do have EDVDs, you can dump one before a train or something, because it gives that extra thing, but that costs like about 3.9 mil or something right now, or 4 million roughly. Let's say that's a lot of money you spend on one Xanax jump. It's not efficient, you know what I mean? If your stats above 20 million, so the best jump method is none unless racing for rankings. Okay, so I would just still follow the one Xanax cycle normally. At this level, happy jumps becomes exceedingly inefficient per dollar spent. Okay, DVD jump still gives the highest raw returns, but cost to gain ratio becomes terrible unless you are competing for top ranking or faction combats. Okay, so if you're competing against somebody and you want to just spend a lot of money to beat the person, then it's fine. You can use the EDVDs to jump at this rate, but I wouldn't do that. I will still go for the Xanax cycle. Just have one morning with your natural energy. Once you wake up, the natural energy, have a Xanax, then eat some candies if you have candies, then train, then wait for your natural energy to refill again, train again. Because what happens is if you wait for the cooldown to be done and your wasting natural energy stops at 150 or 100, depends on what you have, right? So make sure not to miss that out, okay? So you don't really, at this level, you don't even need to have more happiness. You just use your property happiness, then just drain your natural energy, because otherwise it goes to waste unless you can use it on missions and stuff. But that's another video, missions. We'll talk about it later. So this is the little table that I made. People like to see these kind of stuff. So yeah. So 5 most efficient book windows for stat gains. This thing, I'll talk about it on the next video because it's quite a bit to talk about, because there's a lot of books that I need to explain what this does and how you can utilize it for your stat gains. Yeah, a lot of books here. I don't want to go through it now because what will happen, this will be a massive long video, and I want to try to keep it very short and sweet, but there's a lot that I'm going to cover on the next video about the 5 most efficient books windows for stat gains. I will do that on the next video, so please tune in. Then yeah, I'll explain what's happening, and also if you do want to research about what companies you need for the thing, you can do it in Tone wikis. Yeah, so basically if you are in Tone, then you click on the wikis up here. Once you click on the wikis, I'm just going to do that. If you're on Gym, if you click on wikis, and it goes to all the Tone wiki about Wikipedia, gyms and what's going on. That will help you exactly, and also some books as well. Yeah, so I don't want to drag this video for too long. It's already long as it is, and I'm not looking forward to like editing anything. I'm just going to post it raw. And if you guys like these kind of videos, then yeah, I'll try to put some more effort into this and talk about it, what's going on, what and how to do things in Tone, because I really enjoy playing this game. And yeah, trying to get myself to 200 million overall stats. I don't know if you can see here. You guys can see it right now. I'm under Xanax, like a drug cooldown. When you're in drug cooldown, your stats, when you use the Xanax, obviously your stats, effective stats will go down, and your actual stats will be 22 million. Yeah, 22 million. So right now my base stat right now is 29 million, right? So I need to get to 200 million by, I don't know, maybe 2-3 months. I'll try my best anyway. I need to eat 3 Xanax a day, then train, basically choke and train. Costs a lot of money, but I am making a lot more money than what I'm utilizing, so I'm still on a profit right now. So anyway guys, thanks for listening and watching and learning something new. If you did learn something new, and if you have any good ideas about stat training, comment down below, then it can help out a lot of people. Helping is very useful in Tone, basically helping each other rather than fighting against each other. Only fight during wars and stuff like that, then it'll be fine, but make sure to help each other. And if you're interested to join me, if you're new Tone, you can scan this QR code here or type in this thing. Then what happens is when you join using this QR code or this link, what happens is for every 10 level gained by a player I brought to the game, then I will receive 250 points, which is this one here, useful for point refill, and 31 days donator status and a special items. So what happens is if you join me through these links, you're new game, what I could do, I can just transfer these to you rather than me keeping it. Okay, so if you like to join and get these perks, let me know. I'll give it to you. I don't need it, to be fair. I will send you 250 points as well as 31 days of donator status, which you will get loads of perks like 150 energy, so on and so forth. A lot of things you can get from that. And 2 special items, 5 items they send me, I'll just send it to you. Basically, I don't need it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I probably will see you on the next one, and probably I would talk about the books next video. See you soon. Take care.